Hello student. Currently we are learning the philosophical lecture from H. Robert Philosophy. The name of book is The Principle and Art of Cure by Homeopathy. And in which philosophy currently we are learning the 14th lecture, that is the remedy reaction. You know, the homeopathic potentized medicine, whenever it administered in suitable potency and suitable doses, it definitely react, and the modus operandi of the homeopathic dose is in or the primary action of the medicine which create the uh, artificial similar disease, isn't it? But and it is an expectation from us also that patient there is a amelioration of the symptom and patient feels better. But sometimes, in spite of all precaution, such some adverse effect or some another type of result you can observe, and symptom are in a degree of symptom as well as the character of symptom. And it is our duty to understand the language of nature in order to decide our second prescription. And therefore in this lecture, H. Robert tried to explain you what will be the remedy reaction after the administration of homeopathic medicine. Previously, in last year also, we learned Kenstrel observation, and this lecture is totally based on this remedy reaction after administration of the homeopathic dose, isn't it? In last lecture, we learned whenever there is a aggravation of the symptom, that means the intensity of the symptom is increased, then it is there is a two type of observation you can observe. In first condition, there is continuous decline of the patient, or condition of the patient get deteriorate, and therefore it is called a disease aggravation. And in this condition, patient never feels better, while patient after assessing the complaint, you observe that it is a reverse order of the cure. And this reversal of the order of cure, uh, it is not a betterment, or it is not a good condition for the patient, and therefore you have to handle it very carefully. And you must differentiate whatever is the aggravation is there, definitely it is because of the or you can defer the aggravation, that is a homeopathic, whether it is a homeopathic aggravation, whether it is a disease aggravation. Remember, in disease aggravation, you observe that the patient told you that there is no improvement, while decline the condition of the patient. While in another condition, whenever there is a aggravation of the existing symptom, in spite of that aggravation, patient told you that he is feeling better. And sometime patient not get not have or patient did not have amelioration at the particular level of symptom, and therefore patient told you that the symptoms are not ameliorated. But it is the duty of physician to assess the symptom, because the story of the symptom is often of the greater importance than that of the patient's opinion. And you are being a physician, it is your duty to assess the symptom and verify whether the condition of the patient is on the better side, or whether it is really on worse condition. Yes, the aggravation of the disease state may come from an incurable state which is steered to his foundation by the potentized remedy. And unless the remedy is counteracted, the disease will become worse and more rapidly approach a fatal termination. Yes, whenever there is a irreversible pathological changes are there, and patient and the disease reach at the incurable level, then whenever we prescribe any homeopathic potentized medicine, and it is a very deep acting medicine, that it steered up from the foundation, and for the reversal, or for the, or when the process of the cure is established in order, but vital force is not able to tolerate such type of steering from the foundation, and therefore there is a, he is not able to tolerate this such type of remedial reaction, the powerful remedial dynamic action of the medicine, and therefore there is a aggravation of the symptom. In borderline cases bordering on fatal termination, the use of extremely high potencies may react on the vital energy so deeply as to cause an aggravation of the disease. Whereas a more moderate potency, say 13 than 200, would not give such dangerously powerful effects. Yes, uh, some conditions are also along with the uh, irreversible pathological changes, still we call it as a borderline cases. There may be chances, or sometimes the pathological changes may get reversed, and try to understand such a condition by introducing the medicine or the similar medicine in lower potency. Initially it may act as a palliative way, still it is very important, or it is very beneficial to the patient, because gradually gradually there is a vital force get empowerment from the medicine, and get free from the load of the disease force, and very gradually he able to tolerate the action of the deep medicine, deep, you can say the higher potencies also. But at the initial level, if you uh, prescribe the constitutional antipsoric medicine in high potency, then it definitely result as a fatal, resulted in fatal termination. Therefore, try to understand whenever there is a pathological changes are there, or whenever there is a borderline cases, you initiate your treatment with a lower potency, and very gradually increase the potency, because you know the chronic disease, you know the characteristic feature of the chronic disease. Chronic disease is the evolution of the chronic disease, or development of the chronic disease is very gradual along with the life of organism. Similarly, you have to establish the cure process very gradually. The potentized remedy will never produce a fatal aggravation or a destructive aggravation. That would not have been possible and even probable from the symptomatology, but it may and often does when used without discretion, speed the case to the fatal termination. Whenever the speed of the disease and the speed of the medicine not uh, see on the similar plane, then it may be uh, establish the reversal order of the cure, and therefore, in other words, a single dose of the high potency will not produce disease condition. It has the power to develop conditions that are already present if it is used carelessly or ignorantly. Therefore, a single dose of high potency is may be proved as a fatal to the patient when we use it carelessly or sometimes ignorantly. But it is not our purpose to give any trouble to the patient. Our aim is to provide very rapid, gentle treatment to the patient. More careful study might reveal the indication for a less deeply acting medicine, which, when administered, would greatly mitigate much of this fatal suffering. Then what happened? More careful study might reveal the indication of a less deeply acting remedy. Yes, Whenever you study the case very deeply and you observe that there are some pathological changes are there, and it may aggravate, or the patient condition may aggravate if we select a deep acting antipsoric medicine in hypertension. Therefore, with due care, you have to administer the less deeply acting remedy, which when administered would greatly mitigate. Mitigate means it diminish, or it alleviate or reduce much of the fatal suffering. You must remember that we are warned in the organon to discern what is curative in medicine and what is curable in disease. This point cannot be too greatly stressed, that in profound states we must be very careful not to steer the vital energy to its depth. Yes, uh, in aphorism number 3, already Hahnemann advises the physician must have a knowledge what is curative in medicine. That means what is the pathogenetic action of the medicine, how much uh, depth or how much intensity, how much le- uh, or how much level the symptoms are produced, and whatever is the pathogenetic action of the medicine, nothing but the curative power of medicine. While what is curable in disease? What is curable in disease? It is very important. What is curable disease? Our target is not cure the pathological changes. Then what is cure in disease? We are try to treat the individual person, patient as a person. Don't target the pathological changes, because these are the result of disease. These are all ultimates, and therefore these are not target of our treatment. While we are deal with the patient as a whole, and therefore the very clear cut knowledge of what is curable in disease. Yes, you must have a clear cut knowledge what is curable in disease. This point cannot be too greatly stressed, that in profound states we must be very careful not to steer the vital energy to its depth. Yes, whenever such type of grave pathological changes are there, then definitely you remember that whenever such type of pathological changes are there, the characteristic symptoms are depresses, or these are not clearly observed in the patient. Therefore, whatever is the medicine now you are going to select in, generally these are not very characteristic symptom, but whatever is the symptom available at that particular stage, and therefore you are not give the deep antipsoric medicine. Your selection of medicine should be, it is not a less, and you have to select a less deeply acting remedy, that is uh, superficial acting medicine you have to use, which cannot steer or which have a very apparent action, which cannot reach at the depth of the patient, and therefore it is beneficial for the patient. There should be more time allowed for attempt at a gradual restoration, as there has likewise been gradual decline. Yes, जशा पद्धतीने तो पेशंट हळूहळू ग्रॅज्युअल त्याचं डिक्लाइन झालं होतं, म्हणजे जसं त्याचा ग्रॅज्युअल प्रोग्रेस ऑफ द डिसीज झाला होता, तसंच आता त्याला आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, ग्रॅज्युअल रिस्टोरेशन आपल्याला व्हायचं. एकदम एका झटक्यामध्ये त्याला एकदम हाय पोटेन्सी, एकदम डीप ॲक्टिंग मेडिसिन, अँटीसोरिक मेडिसिन देऊन फटाफट पेशंट क्युअर झाला पाहिजे. Yes, it is not a condition, because your medicine, the pace of the medicine must be cured with the pace of the disease. Very often, less deeply acting remedies will react and palliate incurable disease, because they act more superficially. Yes, whatever is a, you have to select the palliative medicine according to the whatever the available symptoms are there. And whenever we selected this less deeply acting palliative medicine, definitely in case of incurable disease, these often these are act very superficially, and therefore not steer the vital force, vital energy, and therefore it is beneficial for the patient. Only it acts apparently, and uh, there is no aggravation of the disease symptom. They act upon the sensorium and do not act upon the deep recesses of the vital force itself, and yet make up the patient much more comfortable by relieving the symptoms annoying through the sensorium. Yes, here the act upon the sensorium. Sensorium means it is through the nervous system. This medicine act at the nerve ending and through the sensorium, and do not act upon the deep recesses of the vital force itself. That means whatever is a medicine we selected in a lower potency, the definitely as these are potentized one, this medicine has a capacity to react with the nervous system or the nerves, while it is not too much deep that it reach to the dynamic plane, or or you can say it is reached to the vital force. म्हणजे व्हायटल फोर्सच्या प्लेनवरती रेमेडी नसते, पण ती पोटेंटाईज असल्यामुळे ती नर्व्हस सिस्टीमवर ऍक्ट होणारी असते है ना. दे ऍक्ट अपॉन द सेन्सोरियम अँड डू नॉट ऍक्ट अपॉन द डीप रिसेसेस ऑफ द व्हायटल फोर्स इटसेल्फ. Yes, because of the lower potency, and yet make the patient much more comfortable by relieving the symptoms annoying through the sensorium. Yes, whatever is the symptom which depresses the nervous system or sensorium, now patient get free, and patient get free from all these discomfort, and patient feels better. We can know we can know then whether changes are occurring from the depth of the vital force, or whether the patient may recover. The direction taken by the symptom is the sure indication. In this connection, the first observation is often a prolonged aggravation and final decline of the patient. Yes, you every one of you know it is the first observation of Dr. Kane, and try to understand. We can know then whether changes are occurring from the depth of the vital force, or whether the patient may recover. Yes, whenever we hello, yes, whenever we observe the patient condition after administration of the medicine, try to understand that whether the changes are occurring from the depth of the vital force. Yes, depth of the vital force, that is the because of the medicinal action, there is a steering from the foundation. The medicine reach up to the dynamic level at the level of vital force, at the plane of vital force, and because of these depth of the medicine, patient condition get aggravated because vital force is not tolerate to not able to tolerate the power of the medicine or action of the medicine. Therefore it is very important that by assessing the symptom, by observing the symptom, try to understand whether the changes are occurring from the depth of the vital force, or whether the patient may recover. म्हणजे पेशंट रिकवर होतो आहे, जो आपण डोस दिलेला आहे तो बेनिफिशियल त्याला प्रूव्ह होतो आहे, की पेशंटची कंडिशन आणखी डिक्लाइन होते आहे, हे आपण बघायला पाहिजे. द डायरेक्शन टेकन बाय द सिम्पटम इज द शुअर इंडिकेशन. In this connection, the first observation is often a prolonged aggravation and final decline of the patient. Yes, you can agree with the aggravation, but you are not never, or we are not we never we are not agree with the decline of the patient. It is not our aim. It is not our aim to give any trouble to the patient. It is not our aim any take any risk of the life of the patient. You never agree with the fatal termination of the case. Therefore, Now, just what has happened? Whenever such type of observation we observe in the character of the symptom, then try to understand what has happened. Possibly there has been too deep an antipsychotic administration, and it has set in motion the vital energy and develop a destructive process. Yes, because of this deep acting antipsychotic medicine, this vital energy get irritated, and the destructive process develop. In these profound states of incurable, the vital reaction towards the cure is impossible, and we can be assured that it is an incurable case. Yes, whenever such type of observation you observe, because you don't know, sometime patient not or sometime we are not able to find out whatever the internal fatal changes are going on inside the body, isn't it? And you don't have a knowledge that how much, because there is very individualistic reaction from person to person to the same potency, because of their different susceptibilities. And beforehand, with a due care, if we administer in homeopathic medicine in proper doses, still some such type of observation we can observe, such type of symptom, or in any in any condition, such type of manifestation of the symptom may you observe, and try to understand the language of this symptom, a prolonged aggravation and final decline of the patient. Yes, it is not our aim, the that it is not our aim to terminate our patient to a fatal or the very destructive changes, and therefore try to understand that uh, if such type of observation you observe, then it is definitely because our remedy is too deep to the and too deep and antisoric to that particular patient, isn't it? And therefore it stir up the vital energy and develop the destructive process. Then very due care you have to antidote this uh, effect of the medicine. In this profound state of incurable vital reaction towards cure is impossible, and if we continue such type of medicine and the same potency, then the cure may or cure is impossible. Therefore, and whenever such type of reaction you observe, you can know that you can uh, realize that the case is incurable, isn't it? In and therefore handle it with very care. In such cases as these profound incurable conditions, we should avoid giving a high potency. We may be able to go on and develop the case gradually until later it may possibly react favorably to the higher potency. Yes, if it is occur accidentally, then you can handle it with care. But if you have a knowledge prior to the administration of these doses, then with due care, you have to select a lower potency in such type of incurable cases where the gross pathological irreversible changes are there. And in such cases, these profound incurable condition, we should avoid giving high potency, and we may able to go on and develop the case gradually. Start with a lower potency and gradually increase the potency. Later, it may be possibly react favorably to the higher potency. म्हणजे हळूहळू लोअर पोटेन्सीपासून सुरुवात करत गेली तर अशी एक वेळ नक्कीच येते की जेव्हा तो पेशंट हाय पोटेन्सीला देखील चांगला फेवरेबली रिॲक्ट करतो. कारण बराच त्या मेडिसिनमुळे खूप सारा जो मटेरियल लेव्हलचा डिसीज आहे तो क्युअर होत जातो असतो, आणि व्हायटल फोर्सची स्ट्रेंथ डे बाय डे वाढत असते, आणि मग व्हायटल फोर्स अशा एका कंडिशनवर येतो की जो हायर पोटेन्सीला देखील चांगला रिॲक्ट होतो, वेदर द डोज स्टील फ्रॉम द फाउंडेशन. मग तरी पण त्याला ते सर्व स्टीरिंग किंवा ते सगळे चेंजेस टॉलरेट करण्यासाठी व्हायटल फोर्स हा सक्षम असतो. This is well illustrated in advanced cases of tuberculosis condition. Yes, with in tuberculosis, uh, there is a foci are developed in lungs, gross pathologies develop, and you observe. Nowadays it is very easy to observe because there is XHS, there is a CT scan, and or you can say sonography report. From various other investigation you can understand the condition of the lungs, and the general condition of the patient, that is a physically patient is also very much weak. And whenever you observe that such type of physical weakness along with the severity of the tuberculosis symptom, try to very carefully try to select a lower potency. However, this applies only to those who are profoundly ill with chronic troubles. In cases where there is not so profound a disturbance, after the remedy has been administered, the aggravation may be long and severe, yet the final reaction and amelioration comes. Yes, it is the second observation. Sometime, if you observe a very profound pathological changes are there, and whenever we prescribe a medicine, then definitely the aggravation may be long and severe. पण शेवटी काय होतं, yet the final reaction and amelioration comes, म्हणजे too long aggravation of the symptom while there is no decline patient, or it is not a fatal termination of the disease while amelioration manifested, or slowly there is a patient recover from the aggravation of the disease, and patient, you can say it is a curable case, it is a borderline case. Sometime in these states, the aggravation may even last for weeks. Yet, improvement in general is continually taking place, and then comes the amelioration and slow but sure recovery. So that the second observation would be a long aggravation but final although slow improvement. Yes, it is a in case of borderline cases where the pathological changes are there, but these are reversible in nature. And therefore, whenever we prescribe a medicine and you initiate such type of cases with the palliative medicine or less deep acting medicine. But whenever you uh, observe that now patient is able to tolerate the action of the deep acting medicine also, then in that stage, अशा स्टेजमध्ये जेव्हा आपण डीप ऍक्टिंग मेडिसिनचा त्याला फर्स्ट डोस देतो, तेव्हा ह्या प्रकारचं ऑब्झर्वेशन आपल्याला खूपदा बघायला मिळतं की टू लॉंग अग्रवेशन, म्हणजे आपल्याला भीती वाटते की किती इतकं अग्रवेशन, पण काय होतं शेवटी फायनली देर इज अ स्लो इम्प्रुव्हमेंट इज देअर अँड द पेशंट इज क्युरेबल. In these borderline cases, there has already been established some marked organic changes, and where pathological changes have actually taken place, the period of aggravation will be longer. Yes, whatever is the aggravation, it occur at that pathological level, and but the general improvement in health is in a curable cases will be manifested. म्हणजे डिसीज ॲग्रेवेशन झाल्यासारखं आपल्याला दिसतं आहे, सिम्टम ॲग्रेवेट होतात, पण जनरल लेवलला patient feels better, and it is an indication that vital force now in a better condition. It is in and the patient is on the path of cure. Remedy act favorably. Then it is all positivity or this positive signs given by patient uh, in the borderline cases, and which indicate the definite improvement of the health. Then there is another reaction where the aggravation is quick and short and strong with rapid improvement of the patient. Yes, every one of you know this is the third observation, nothing but the it is a homeopathic aggravation. And in homeopathic aggravation, this homeopathic aggravation is a very favorable one, and it is desirable one also. When there is a homeopathic aggravation, the first sign is yet there is a aggravation of the existing symptom, patient feels better, and the feeling better, this sensation is very important indication, and you can predict that your medicine is correct, patient is curable, and you are the patient is on the path of cure. Definitely it is very desirable aggravation, though there is a aggravation, it is desirable. And whenever such type of homeopathic aggravation is established, it is never too long, because the medicine, these are all potentized. The quantity of medicine never uh, establish the too long of aggravation of the symptom, while it is very quick and short. While it is strong, why it is strong? Because the disease part, these are all covered by the potentized medicine. Therefore, there is a sharp, quick, strong aggravation, while the period is very much short, with rapid improvement of the patient. Yes, very rapidly, vital force regain its energy and establish, restore sick to health, and restore vital force very quickly and establish its harmony. When we find such a reaction to the remedy, we will always find rapid improvement. Yes, जेव्हा जेव्हा आपण असं ऑब्झर्वेशन एखाद्या पेशंटमध्ये बघतो, तेव्हा आपल्याला खात्री पडते की आता हा पेशंट लवकर बरा होणार आहे, आणि लवकर त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला इम्प्रूव्हमेंट दाखवते. पेशंट क्युरेबल आहे हे त्याचं जसं इंडिकेशन आहे, तसंच आपलं मेडिसिन हे करेक्ट आहे, करेक्ट पोटेन्सीमध्ये आपण प्रिस्क्राईब केलेलं आहे, याचं पण ते इंडिकेशन आहे. The reaction is vigorous, and there has been structural changes. They have been of a superficial nature. Yes, such type of cases, there are the structural changes are there, but these are all reversible in nature and superficial also, and therefore there is aggravation. Still, there is a rapid improvement of the patient also, and the reaction is vigorous, and there has been structural changes. They have been of a superficial nature and near the surface, and not to the vital parts. Such manifestations as furunculosis or abscesses, formation of the surface. Yes, every time whenever we observe that the there is a pathological changes are there, pathological structural changes are there, but these are very superficial in nature, and vital organs are not yet involved, because all the toxins from the disease process, these are all eliminated at the skin level, at the level of mucous membrane, and all vital organs are remain safe from, and these are not involved, and the pathological changes are not developed in that particular vital organ, vital parts. And you know this, if vital parts are safe, then means the vital energy or the vital force is also in a good condition, it is not too much weak state, and therefore it is able to tolerate the reaction from the remedy. Yes, it is also deep acting antisoric remedy is administered to the patient. There is a quick and short, there is a quick and strong aggravation of the symptom, but it remain very shorter period. And such type of furunculus or abscesses that at the skin level or the surfaces, we observe that there is an aggravation of this symptom, isn't it? आणि म्हणूनच खूपदा म्हणतात, जेव्हा स्किन लेव्हलला डिसीज असतो, हा कॉस्मेटिकली तर बॅड असतोच असतो, आणि पेशंटला वाटतं केव्हा एकदाचा बरा होतो, तो खूपदा लपवतो किंवा ते ऑइंटमेंटनी तो सप्रेस करण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो. पण हे जे स्किन लेव्हलचे जे काही सुपरफिशियल लेव्हलला जेव्हा डिसीज असतो, तेव्हा हा क्युरेबल नेचरचा असतो, हे लक्षात ठेवलं पाहिजे. आणि अशा जेव्हा आपण, तेव्हा या कंडिशनमध्ये जेव्हा आपण होमिओपॅथिक प्रिस्क्रिप्शन करतो, तेव्हा त्याचं ॲग्रेव्हेशन झालेलं दिसतं आहे, कारण सिमिलर डोज आणि ती डीप ॲक्टिंग अँटीसोरिक मेडिसिन दिल्यामुळे आणि म्हणून पेशंट हा आणखी त्रस्त होतो. पेशंटला ते आणखी वाईट कंडिशन त्याच्यासाठी ती चांगली नसते. बट इट इज अ गुड इंडिकेशन. आपण पेशंटला इथेच काउन्सिलिंग करायला पाहिजे, की जरी ते ॲग्रेवेट झालेले दिसतात आहे सरफेस लेवलला, हे जे ॲब्सेसेस अँड फर्नॅन्कल्स हे तरी हे क्युरेबल स्टेटमध्ये आहे आणि आता तुम्ही लवकरच क्युअर होणार आहे, हे त्याचं इंडिकेशन आहे. आणि म्हणूनच होमिओपॅथीचं खूपदा असं म्हणतात, की बाबा पहिल्यांदा होमिओपॅथीने डिसीज खूप वाढतो आणि मग हळूहळू कमी होतो. तर हा म्हणजे जे इंटरनल डिसीज असतात, तर हे इंटरनल चेंजेस असतात, तर हे कधीच ऑब्झर्व्ह होत नाही. पण जेव्हा हे स्किन लेव्हलला आणि आउटर लेव्हलला अशा प्रकारचे मॅनिफेस्टेशन दिसतात आणि त्याचं ॲग्रेव्हेशन झालेलं दिसतं, तेव्हा ते पेशंटला मात्र खूप त्रासदायक वाटतं. हॅव यू गॉट दिस? Today we are learning the 3 observation, that is a disease aggravation whenever which is caused by the deep acting